Assalamualaikum and have a good day to Miss Sabaria. My name is Fatin Hanani binti Abdul Aziz. My metric number 10DLS19F1019. So today, I would like to present about our investigation on money management skills among SEBERANG PERAI Polytechnic students. We have contributed a questionnaire form to 50 respondents among PSP students. So here's the analysis. First of all, the introduction is there are many people saying that money is not everything, but in reality, almost all the affairs of life needs money. It is not only important to those who are already working, but it's also important to students, and therefore money must be managed properly. Students nowadays need money to cover their rising tuition, their course at hostel, to pay their books, notes, and so on, due to the inflation in the country. Next is the objective of the investigation. First, to identify the negative effects of not managing money wisely among students. Second, to find out the solution to overcome the problems. Next, we move to the Part A findings. Table 1 shows the demographic information on gender. For male, we have 11 respondents, includes 22%. For female, we have 39 respondents, includes 78%. The Table 2 shows the demographic information on race. We have Malay, Indian, Chinese, and other race. For Malay race, we have 42 respondents, include 84%. For Indian, we have 6 respondents and 12%. For Chinese and other, each one respondent includes 2%. Table 3. The information of respondent semester was collected. There were 6 semesters in the survey, which were none of them from semester 1. Semester 2 had only 2 students. Semester 3, also 2 students. Semester 4, 4 students. Semester 5, 41 students. And semester 6 and above only had 1 student. Table 4. The respondents also were identified based on their department, which were the highest number of respondents from Commerce Department, which is JP, with 35 respondents. Next, Electrical Engineering Department JKE with 7 respondents. Mechanical Engineering Department JKM with 4 respondents, and last, Information and Communication Technology JTMK with 4 respondents, which will respond on our survey form. Next, we move to the Part B, Question 1, Student Apply PTPTN in PSP. The pie chart above is on the Student Apply PTPTN in PSP. The pie chart was divided into 2 sections, which were yes and no. Exactly a half of respondents choose yes for apply PTPTN. Meanwhile, exactly a half of respondents mentioned that they were not apply PTPTN.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Fahana binti PERAI and my metric number is 10DLS19F1009. Now I will continue to present about the question 2. The pie chart above explains the total expenses of PSP students in a week. The pie chart was divided into 3 segments, namely below 50 ringgit Malaysia, 50 ringgit Malaysia until 100 ringgit Malaysia, and more than 100 ringgit Malaysia. Less than 1/10, which is 8% of respondents, spend more than 100 ringgit Malaysia in a week, while almost half, which is 48% of respondents, spend below 50 ringgit Malaysia in a week. In addition, more than a third, which is 44% of respondents, spend 50 ringgit until 100 ringgit Malaysia in a week. Next is question 3. The paragraph above shows the number of respondents according to the source of the monthly income. Y-axis represents the number of respondents, while the X-axis represents the source of monthly income. There were 4 sources stated in the graph, which were parents, part-time jobs, PTPTN, and others. It is clear from the graph that others are slightly higher than part-time job. It is because others have 7 respondents, while the part-time job has 6 respondents. Meanwhile, parents are significantly higher than PTPTN. It is because parents have 23 respondents, while PTPTN has 14 respondents. Let me continue with question 4. The pie chart above explains the number of PSP students who spend most of their money on studying. The pie chart was divided into 2 segments, namely agree and disagree. More than a quarter, which is 28% of respondents, disagree, while nearly 3/4, which is 72% of respondents, agree about mostly PSP students spend their money on studying. Next is question 5. The bar graph shows a survey about the most students spend their money. The bar graphs were divided into 4 columns, which were namely transportation, leisure/entertainment/gadget, food, and others. As can be seen from the bar graph, 26 PSP students spend their money on food. Meanwhile, 14 of PSP students spend their money on others, was slightly higher than leisure/entertainment/gadget. In addition, one of PSP's students spent their money on transportation was drastically lower than food. Next is question 6. The bar graph shows a survey about the amount of money that PSP students get in a month. The bar graph were divided into 5 columns, which were namely less than 100 ringgit Malaysia, 100 ringgit Malaysia until 200 ringgit Malaysia, 200 ringgit Malaysia until 300 ringgit Malaysia, 300 ringgit Malaysia until 400 ringgit Malaysia, and more than 400 ringgit Malaysia. As can be seen from the bar graph, 22 PSP students get 100 ringgit Malaysia until 200 ringgit Malaysia in a month. Meanwhile, 13 PSP students get less than 100 ringgit Malaysia in a month, was much higher than students who get more than 400 ringgit Malaysia. In addition, 3 of PSP students get 200 ringgit Malaysia until 300 ringgit Malaysia, was slightly lower than students who get 300 ringgit Malaysia until 400 ringgit Malaysia in a month.
Assalamualaikum to Miss Sebi. I will continue with next question. My name is Nurina Syafiqah binti Shatifi. My metric number is 10LS19F1043. Next question is about students save money monthly in PSP. As we can see, the bar graph above show a survey about student in PSP save money monthly. The bar graph clearly divided into 5 columns, which were namely more than RM100, RM75 to RM50, RM50 to RM75, less than RM50, and none. As can be seen from the bar graph, 20 of PSP students saved their money less than RM50 were dramatically higher than non-monthly. Meanwhile, 10 of PSP students saved their money more than RM100 were slightly higher than RM75 to RM50 monthly. In addition, 10 of PSP students saved their money monthly in about RM50 to RM75 were a little higher than RM75 to RM50. Next is loan for 1 semester is enough for student. The pie chart above explain about the loan from 1 semester is enough for students. The pie chart was divided into 2 segments, which were agree and disagree. Nearly a half of respondents agree about loan for 1 semester. Meanwhile, more than a half of respondents disagree about the loan for one semester for students. Question number 9 is about walking to campus can save money. The pie chart above explain about walking to campus can save money. The pie chart was divided into two segments which were agree and disagree. Slightly more than a third of respondents disagree about walking to campus can save money, and more than a half of respondents agree that walking to campus can save money. Last question is riding motorcycles save much more cost than driving car. The pie chart above explain about riding motorcycles save much more cost than driving car. The pie chart was divided into two segments which were yes and no. Majority of respondents said yes about riding motorcycle can save much more money, much more cost than driving car. Meanwhile, less than a fifth of respondents said no about motorcycles save much more cost than driving car. As a conclusion, saving money can help us if a country goes through an economic recession. Saving money can help our family members suffer from a lack of money. Saving money also can be used to buy our necessity, and last, saving money can help for the future.